Welcome to the Dell EMC Unity XT Crew Removal and Replacement Series. In this series of short videos, we're going to use Unisphere and UEM CLI commands to identify faulted custom replaceable units on a Dell EMC Unity XT storage system. We'll then look at the ways to prepare the system for service, including service mode and reset and hold modes. We'll demonstrate the removal and replacement of the faulted crew, and finally verify the replacement crew is working correctly. The first things you want to do is to log on to the storage system using the Unisphere interface. This requires that you have initialized the system and provided an IP address in your browser, and once you do that, you're going to be brought to the page that you see here. You're going to have a username along with a password. That combination was also set up during the initialization process. And once you provide those correct credentials, we'll be able to log in and view the dashboard page. So from that dashboard page, we're going to go ahead and trace down the error. We see we have a single hardware failure, and if you mouse over the icon, you'll see some possibilities as to what that crew may be. You can also view the system status as I've done here. You can get your software version, the date and time, and also confirmation that you in fact have a problem. If you looked at some of the view details, it takes you to the system view summary page, and then from that page you'll see we have a health issue, and that health issue calls out the storage processor B embedded I/O module. Now if we go a step further and look at the alerts, we see we have critical alerts. If you click on that alert, it will give you again confirmation of the embedded module being faulted, and additional information about the acknowledgments and so forth, and even you can go to the logs and validate as well that the time and date are correct and that the logs themselves log the same failure as you saw in the alerts. If we go to the enclosures view from the system view, we should see the faulted part. And you can see that here. It's the embedded I/O module from the rear legend up in the right hand side. Anytime you see something faulted in the rear, it's going to require you to put the storage processor in a reset and hold condition. And you can see the I/O personality module. The I/O personality module and the embedded module are the same thing. They're just called different things depending on where you look. So we see a 4-port in Ethernet card here. We see slicks. So again, all these crews that I'm pointing out are crews that require you to go to reset and hold. And here is the ENV I/O module show condition. Shows you major failure, just a confirmation on that. And so at this point, we need to put this in a reset and hold condition. The only time you wouldn't need to put the SP in a reset and hold when you get a failure from the rear of the chassis is when you have a power supply failure. Now here's a condition where both SPs are healthy. So there's nothing wrong with the storage process, so that's why we're going to put it in reset and hold and not service mode. You see by default the enter service mode is selected, but we're going to come on down to locate the reset and hold operation. And we're going to go ahead and select that reset and hold operation and execute that. Now again, this is a special condition where power is maintained to the SP, and it gives you time to go ahead and pull out the I/O modules or slicks or embedded 4-port Ethernet card. It's going to require a password, and after some time period, this is going to be quick here because as an example, you're in reset and hold. So your power LED will be solid green, your SP fault LED will be solid amber. So let's remove the part. If you're in the back of the system, you see those LEDs. We start by removing the management port cable. And you then remove any back-end cables. You pull the white tab of that SAS cable and pull it on out of the SAS ports. That's your back-end connectivity. And then in this case, we have a couple Ethernet cables going to the 4-port Ethernet card. And you always mark your cables. That is a habit that you should always do. You push in the orange tab and you're going to use the lever. You're going to ease that I/O module on out. Grab it by the side and go ahead and lay it on the table. And you want to swap the 4-port MES card. You see here, this is MES 0. That's a 4-port card. There is another MES port here. You see MES port 1. There's nothing in that board. So we need to take the good 4-port MES card and we need to remove it and put it on the new replacement card. So we're going to do that with the 2 blue tabs. You're going to push those back and free up the 4-port MES card, pull it on out. You're going to take the new embedded I/O module, and then on that module you're going to go ahead and put the 4-port MES card back onto that module. You see the 2 alignment posts that it has to align with, and then snap it on down. At this point you're ready to go back into the chassis. So you just align the board, push it in all the way, and then put your lever in all the way, and you'll feel a little click in there, and it should be snug and secure in the chassis. Go ahead and cable your system back up, put your SAS cable back in, put your management cable back in. And now that you've removed and replaced the embedded I/O module, we need to verify its operation. So we can do that by, in this case, logging back into the system, looking at the system view. You see there's no errors in the system health. You see it's green up in the menu. The alerts that were once present have gone away because they were cleared as a result of the issue being fixed. And even the logs tell you the embedded I/O module is operating normally. So again, the system view should confirm that. You see there's no errors. The enclosure shows a good I/O module. And the legend rear that was amber to begin with is now green as well. And finally confirm that with the ENV I/O module show command. So at this point you removed and replaced a embedded I/O module on a Unity XT storage system.